busy. Help me welcome our guests, all our guest speakers here, Pamte, Pastor Uche, Pastor Wisdom, and right now my own mentor itself, Reverend Okonowa, is also here. Can you please help me celebrate them very specially? Now, I want to let you know that this event is not only for entertainment. Of course, it is. Last year, it was more for a celebration because we're making our 10th anniversary. But when we bring in this, we want you to learn something that can help your business work, especially if you're in the real estate business. So we carefully select speakers that will discuss issues that may not cover everything, but begin to address the issues that we are dealing with in our industry to help us to make significant progress. And for me, it's something I like to do to expand the influence of my city, that's Port Harcourt, that we can begin to, from Port Harcourt, generate energy or products, process that can influence Nigeria and, if possible, influence globally. So this is not an event just to mark an anniversary like every other anniversary. It's an event to help us position our state in such a way that it becomes globally relevant. And I want to thank all those who are collaborating with us on this. I want to also thank all those delegates that have come from every state to join us in this meeting. And I believe that you are enjoying the hospitality of Port Harcourt, what is happening in our government house. We are very, very, very enjoyable people. We are here to address. Port Harcourt is safe, Port Harcourt is peaceful, Port Harcourt is productive, Port Harcourt is wealthy. And therefore, I believe that you'll feel it before you leave, in Jesus' name. Permit me to welcome all the delegates from all the states in Nigeria that are here, all capitals. And now there's also a delegate that is online from South Africa, should have been here. I'm trusting that next convention we will have delegates out from outside Africa joining us here live. But yes, it's a good place to clap. From Port Harcourt to the world. I'm not speaking yet, but let me just welcome, if you don't mind, all the team members that came all the way from every state. If I want to start from the city of Lagos. Lagos, are you here? Give me a big shout. All right, we are going to use Spark. Is that clear? If I call your location, you give me a big Spark. Is that okay? Is that okay? Let's do it again. Lagos, are you here? One more Spark. Correct. Now I can hear you. Benin, are you here? Benin. Correct. Asaba, are you here? That Spark is, are you just, is it one or two are gathered? Or give me a bigger Spark. Correct. Yes, Oka, are you here? Warri, are you here? Bayelsa, are you here? Owerri, are you here? Enugu, let me hear you. Uyo, are you here? Abuja, Kanu. Which state did I forget? Ibadan. And you guys are so colorful. Can you put your hands together for yourself? Western zone, I think you are taking the prize for the most colorful people. Can you stand and recognize you? I like the way you're looking. Awesome. Thank you. It's going to be a beautiful time today, and I want you to sit back and enjoy yourself. Thank you for coming, and God bless you as you have a wonderful time here in Capital City.
Once again, celebrate your father, Capital City Development Limited, Architect Uche Carlo. Thank you very much. For those of you who are wondering why they are calling a lot of states, it may interest you to know that Capital City Development Limited has representatives from 4 zones here in Nigeria, and they have branches in all of those zones. All right, to take us further, I would like to bring someone on stage, but before I do that, let me quickly Works Limited for her, coach, angel investor, and the founder, CEO of Pamtech Group, a Nigerian conglomerate established in the year 2016 with interest across the oil and gas, media, and automotive sectors. Now, before entrepreneurship, he spent a decade as a technical assistant with the Imo State SDGs, where he led and supported over 1,000 impactful health and education projects, and the group as a competitive force and both locally and globally. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Engineer Chidomere Ndubisi, the Pantech MD, as he comes forward to the podium. Celebrate him as he comes forward. If you clap louder, he'll come faster. That is it, that is it.
But if you don't know, now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. You think you ballers in town. Now you know. Now you know.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. Our chief host is not here, and I wanted to take this for this great privilege. I think we'll send a message across to him. I'm still waiting for my boss's boss, Dr. Niyi, who is still yet to be here. But I want to thank the entire Ccdl management for giving me this platform to come talk to us today. What we are going to have today is a conversation, and I'm going to share pure strategies. I'm not talking about theories, but I'm going to talk about the things I have done. I'm going to share some of my receipts to you so that this 2026, if you ever thought about becoming a billionaire, you know that it is very, very possible. Am I communicating? We all, at least 80 to 90% of the people that are sitting here today understands real estate. Right? Huh? Yeah. But someone that is new in the real estate is coming to have this conversation. And I can tell you, business principles are universal. Right? And I'm coming to tell you the invincible real estate. The invincible real estate. Now, what is the most expensive real estate in the world? What is the most expensive real estate in the world? I know you're thinking. Do you think is the 2 billion naira property in Banana Island? Huh? Do you think is the $1 billion mansion in New York City? Should I tell you? If I tell you that, you must promise me attention. Because at any point in time I show up as the billionaire mechanic, I am coming to you with an identity. I don't just fix cars, I fix minds and businesses. So as you listen to me today, make sure you get something that will transform your life. Now, the space we're talking about, the most expensive real estate we are talking about is just the space between your eyes and this phone. The most expensive real estate, the most expensive real estate in the world is the space between your eyes and your phone. Have you heard that before? No. That's the invincible real estate. Do you believe that many of us live in this space more than we live in our houses? Do you know that this space has made more billionaires than any other industry has made? Do you have a plot in this real estate? Now, this space is called attention. If you're not buying properties in this real estate we are talking about, you'll be losing money in the physical real estate you think you're playing along. There is a young man 6 months ago. 6 months ago, he started his real estate business, acquired land, started documenting his land processes, started telling stories. And in fact, as we speak now, he has started constructing. And I can tell you, he has over 10,000 leads. I mean, over 10,000 leads requesting for information on that particular piece of property. He just joined real estate 6 months ago. What happened? And he has started construction, and he has never mentioned a price, the cost of that property. And people are curious. There is a bit, he created scarcity around that property, and he's building trust. And it's not selling yet, and people are curious how much, we want to be part of it. And he has told stories about that land. You know who that person is? He's a person standing here speaking to you. Now, I'll share some of the core frameworks. You know, there are things we understand when we come with different vibes, different energies, strategies to such industry. We come with a different thing because we try to do business like God. We do business God's way, right? We do business God's way. If you look at how our God, our Creator, created all of us here, no one looks like one another. Different fingerprints, right? I always tell myself, I will never do a business that looks like another one. When we entered into the real estate, we said we are going to do it differently and we are going to do it uniquely. Now, one of the frameworks, I'll share about four frameworks if time permit me. But the first framework is the physical real estate all of us know. You see, we already know how to go acquire land, millions or billions, in building on the land, in setting up infrastructures. But have you wondered why your properties keep sitting there, not sold, why the ones with less structures are selling? They're selling faster than you. But you have a big structure, right? Big plans, big buildings. But you're not selling. I tell my people that property doesn't sell itself. Most of us in the real estate business, properties doesn't sell itself. It's attention that sells property. Mark this. I said what? It is attention that sells property. The real estate business, we know, is becoming a commodity. Mr. A can go buy a plot of land and build. Anybody can do what? Build. But because they build does not make them realtors. You make a difference when you're able to do what? Sell. So when it becomes a commodity, you only build a house. But when you master the act of selling, that's when you become a realtor. Because everyone doesn't know how to sell. You see, one developer A, spends 20 billion, 30 billion, investing on a particular estate or property. And he builds infrastructure, but then uses only traditional marketing. And in 12 months, he has done only 30% sales on that property. Because The only strategy he has is the traditional one. Get full soldiers, be on billboards, right? Have a network marketing team, and they struggle to sell. But there is another developer B, who spends the same amount of money, but will have a budget for marketing. And that marketing is the unconventional marketing. And that's when he deploys his unconventional marketing. In 12 months, he does 80% sales. What happens? He went and used the digital real estate. And I'll tell you how it is. Now, I'll ask us a question. In this digital real estate, we have over 5.5 billion people. 5.5 billion people access to social media, internet. Of these 5.5 people, can you tell me how many of them, if one person represents a plot of land, how many plots do you have on that? I can call it room, I can call it space. Now, the last time I checked, and this motivates me, we have over 5 million followers across board. The Pamtech Group, our creators in-house, Julie, Jego, AK, Onyenkem, Billionaire Prince V. If we aggregate all of them, 7 million followers. And when I now take the percentage of what we control on that space, I keep crying because it is still 0.00 something. Now I'm asking you, how many followers do you have across board? Check the percentage to 5.5 billion. And you see why you struggle. You see why you're having challenges doing real estate. See why you can't still solve this problem of real estate, because that is still the most difficult problem to solve in Nigeria. If you have up to 100,000 followers here, can you raise your hands up, please? 100,000 followers. Chinekenna. We did deliverance. So that means we have homeless people on the real estate digital system. Homeless. We have plenty tenants. When you want to gain visibility, you go and rent one influencer, Abi. The influencer will go and influence for you and go. You don't want to become landlord. In this digital real estate, you don't want to become landlord. You know they're hungry you. Am I communicating? No, I'm not here to pamper your ego. I'm telling you raw truth. Right? This digital real estate, many of you are ignoring it, and it's not good. It's not good. Tell yourself, I'm not going to be homeless on digital real estate anymore. Now, let me give you a scenario. Maybe let's do some form of imagination. Close your eyes. Imagine walking into a big supermarket. And when you enter that supermarket, there is nobody there. And if you can sight someone, they are busy doing another thing. They don't want to give you attention. And you look at the shelves. The shelves are dirty, empty. Cobwebs everywhere. And you're going through, walking through that there is no atom of value. You can't even buy anything. How do you feel? You feel bad, Abi? Now open your eyes. Open your social media. go there and see if it looks like that supermarket. Because some people will visit your social media space. And your social media space is your current CV. It tells us about your mindset. It tells us about who you are. It tells us about what you talk about. But when we get to see what you do, what happens? We see unimportant things, things that doesn't talk about you, things that doesn't represent your stand. In fact, other people will post nonsense and tag you, and you leave them there. So I'm going to audit my space. Promise me, I am going to audit my space. I am going to audit my digital stage. It's bad to have a 20 billion naira property portfolio, but then a terrible social media platforms, bad websites, bad digital footprints. You think you're making that mistake? There must be a change. You don't know what it means to be invincible to 80% of the people that are in the market. 80% of the people that want access to real estate, you are invincible to them. A lot of them are on this space. But then what happens? You're not getting their attention. You're not getting their attention. I always tell people, if you're a businessman, your responsibility is to train your audience before you sell to them. Am I communicating? Train your audience before you sell to them. You know, when we got our plot of land, we started telling stories. I have two prodigal sons, AK and Jago. Okay, you people know them. Did you get to know about the land through them? Because we were now telling stories about the land. We are quarreling. They discovered I had a real estate document and they took it. And I now went to site and we started quarreling. They said I should give them their own portion. And we made it in such a way it's entertaining. And people get to know that, Pamtech people,